I think they'll try to revive it. I mean, it's really all they have, right? The record is terrible. The economy is not growing. Jobs aren't there. Obamacare is a disaster. Green jobs were a fantasy. Climate change didn't really go anywhere. The whole administration lost credibility. They're probably going to lose Senate seats. They're probably going to lose House seats in 2014. We'll see. But so what else do they have? They can't really argue that liberal policies work because they're not working. So they'll go back to the old playbook of demonizing Republicans. And all I'll say about that, Bill, is when you look back on what Republicans were saying in 2008 and 9 and up until 2010 before Obamacare passed, what were a lot of us saying? We were saying there were going to be doctor shortages, that this thing was too complex, that the government's not capable of doing something like this, and that it inhibits the doctor-patient relationship. All of that has come true. Every single one of those predictions and more has come true. The Democrats attempted to demonize Republicans who made that point. You didn't like the poor people, or you're just mean people. You don't want to cover the poor. When in fact we thought it wasn't going to work. Okay, so the demonizing only goes so far. And I think the war on women's jobs, the war on women's common sense, the war on women's retirement, I'd turn that around if I were the Republicans on the Democrats on every issue that they try to hit us on, and say the real war has been on the prosperity of women and small businesses in the United States, and that's the war you carried out.
Yeah, you can make that point, but you have to understand that this is going to be nasty to the nth degree, because it's going to be not only a war on women, there's going to be a war on the poor, because if you want to cut back on entitlement spending, you're going to war on them. Going to be a war on Hispanics.
Yeah, but they made the life worse for Hispanics and the poor.
Okay, but you're talking logical now. You're talking logical. You're talking about analyzing facts. That's not going to happen.
Well,
it's all going to be emotion.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be war on black people, war on Hispanics, war on poor, war on women.
But what you're saying now is the latest polls out are showing, though, that there's a shift going on, and we'll see if it lasts. We'll see if it's sustaining. But there's a shift going on. The anxiety level in the American public right now, in that vast middle class and the lower middle class, is really at an all-time high.
Sure.
And I think it's going to be hard for Hillary Clinton, who also said you can keep your plan if you like it back in 2007, for Hillary to try to distance herself from all of this. I think it's going to be very hard.
All right, Ms. Laura Ingraham, everybody. Gutfeld McGurk on deck.